My background is as a lawyer specializing in international law. The reason I chose MSFS was I felt a bit confined in just the law. I wanted to look at policy, diplomacy, strategy, avenues beyond the law to complement my legal knowledge and training. MSFS has been instrumental in allowing me to deploy the language of international law in a strategic way that can be meaningful to the lives of vulnerable populations. I think one thing that was particularly unique about Georgetown and memorable to me is the professional ecosystem it creates. To have talks from professionals, from scholars, to having various career events, impact analysis. My class, taught by Professor Erwin Tiongson, introduced quantitative skills. It pushed the limits of what I thought I was capable of. I think I've changed and grown intellectually, matured a lot over my 2 years here, and it's a reflection of that ecosystem as a whole. At the end of my first year in MSFS, I received the Harold W. Rosenthal Fellowship in International Relations, which allowed me to work with a US federal government agency as an Indian citizen. I worked with the United States Inter-American Foundation, specifically on the developmental aspects of the crisis in Haiti. We were able to bring down community leaders from Haiti to US Congress and help them have engagements with members of Congress. We also organized a Haiti donor convening to get private capital as well as US governmental attention of other agencies to the crisis in Haiti. I think that was a particularly rewarding and meaningful experience to actually be able to engage with community leaders who are going through such a difficult time in their own country. And I think that was one defining experience for me, which crystallized what I want to do in the future, which is work on human rights, humanitarian policy, and human development in conflict zones. Several professors, including Professor Erwin Tiongson, Professor Shanta Devarajan, Professor Paul Miller, have been instrumental to my journey at MSFS. They embody the values that I can only hope to emulate in my life and career going forward. Of course, the peers I met at MSFS, it was almost a journey of struggling together, which was, I think, very beautiful. But also my family and friends back home in India who have been instrumental in keeping me grounded, taking care of me during the challenging times. Really excited for them to be here for graduation. Be authentic to your true self. Your unique set of circumstances have enormous value. I know it is difficult and vulnerable to put yourself out there in this way, but truly you have a unique perspective that has enormous value for the cohort here. So please consider applying.